We're talking a lot about like what our tools and what our workflow was. And obviously, again, you've been building, you've been coding, but really curious if you have like a kind of defined workflow that like if another PhD or another researcher is listening to this podcast that may not be like super comfortable with AI, like how would you recommend that they get started using these tools and ways in which they can integrate it, which makes it very effective for getting better research done?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's a great question. So I would break it into two phases. If they're in the reading phase and kind of in the self-discovery phase, then I really do just like the very simple workflow of upload the PDF of whatever you're interacting with and then interact with that PDF as if it were a person. Ask it questions, you can dive into certain aspects, you can go find specific text. The thing that I don't like about the public user interfaces that are available, whether that's ChatGPT or Claude via Anthropic or otherwise, is that you can't see exactly where the answers are coming from. Like that viewer isn't perfect yet. And so I would
Mhm.
like to see improvements on the viewer side, which I know we're working on and I think others are as well. But as far as getting the information out of a single or even multiple PDFs, I find it very good. So I basically am now reading papers still in the traditional sense that I'm reading them top to bottom. But then after I read them top to bottom, rather than trying to go back and reread specific questions myself, I usually find that interacting with these AI systems to pull those insights out is faster.
Mhm.
And in fact, I can do it more thoughtfully than before. The other thing that I'm doing is once I get data, depending on the kind of data and my familiarity with looking at those particular data sets, I'm going to upload that data set to an AI and just ask it to tell me about it.
Mhm.
Ask it to tell me about the different ways I could be analyzing it, asking about
Mhm.
the standard ways that other people across the literature are analyzing these particular data sets. And then just going through this multi-layer analysis to where maybe before I was doing one or two types of analysis on a data set. Now I'm doing five or six because the AI can tell me about these new ones and usually can perform them.